so happy to have you here. This is a very exciting new year for us, and we're starting off this wisdom series with Dr. Shellie Goldstein and Dr. Yuying Li. We also have Dr. Taylor, Sherry Taylor, which is not only just a practitioner, but she's also a team member here at TCM Zone. And she is specialized in women's health, fertility, and pregnancy. She has her own practice in North Scottsdale called The Herbal Kind, where she treats patients and with herbs and acupuncture. We will have her tell us today about the interview with our instructors here of the upcoming Wisdom Series, and I will let her go ahead and take over.
Great. Thank you, Sophia. And thanks for the introduction. So I'm happy to be here to talk to these two lovely ladies. We are starting our Wisdom Series this year with Eastern Medicine meeting Western Science in a series called Advanced Clinical Facial Rejuvenation taught by Dr. Shellie Goldstein and Dr. Yuying Li. Dr. Shellie Goldstein is a renowned author and expert in facial acupuncture, cosmetic facial acupuncture. She's the founder of the Academy of Advanced Cosmetic Facial Acupuncture and is a leading educator in her field. As well, she's a professor and director of the FACE program at the Pacific College of Health Sciences and is the author of Your Best Face Now, Look Younger in 20 Days, and Do-It-Yourself Acupressure Face Lift, and a creator of Touch and Glow Acupuncture Facelift Kit. And Dr. Yuying Li is a licensed acupuncturist with over 40 years clinical experience and teaching experience. She's a professor at Yosan University, where she teaches master and doctoral programs. She specializes in dermatology, and she got the specialization from having a congenital skin condition herself. She's developed her own line of herbal products called Ying Herbal, and she's committed to helping her patients achieve healthy skin and emotional well-being. Dr. Li is also a recognized leader in her field and is a frequent speaker at professional conferences and continuing education classes. So we have two very talented and leading leaders in their profession, and combining their expertise to offer a comprehensive program for you, including facial rejuvenation, anti-aging techniques, and maintaining overall health and wellness to look and feel your best. So if you think you want to specialize in cosmetic facial acupuncture or have a interest in dermatology, this class is definitely for you. So it is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Shellie Goldstein and Dr. Yuying Li, and we welcome you both today. How are you?
Good. Yeah.
Good, good. I wanted to just start this interview and ask you can tell us a little bit more about your background and why you decided to combine your expertise to collaborate on this very special series. So we can start with Dr. Shellie Goldstein.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Taylor, and thank you to the TCM Wisdom series. We're really looking forward to it. Dr. Li and I met maybe 3 or 4 years ago through the FACE program. I was the director of the FACE program at the Pacific College of Health and Science, and Dr. Li, I was so excited to invite her to speak. And then when I met her, I was even more excited. And then I listened to her lecture. And from then on, it's just been a wonderful match between the two of us. When you meet somebody and they are the perfect yin and you're yang, you're the perfect team. Well, that's how I feel Dr. Li and I are together. We are yin and yang, and sometimes I'm yin and sometimes she's yang, and sometimes it's the other way around. But, it's that kind of a symmetry and that works. And so as we work together, we realized that we were so compatible, both in terms of similarities of our teaching styles and techniques, but then emphasize the differences as well. For me, I was born and raised in the United States, and so my thought processes starts with Western medicine and then translates into Eastern medicine, and for Dr. Li, it's the opposite. And so that's reflected in both of our course topics. For me, my first course topic is talking about cosmetic facial acupuncture from both the Western perspective translated into Eastern, and then Dr. Li and hers is the other way around. So for that reason, kind of forget the question, but for that reason,
that's fine. It's just like how you came together to collaborate, which was a great answer.
So that's my take on it. What about you, Dr. Li?
Thank you. Dr. Shellie, and thank you, GCM Rome, and to offer this class. And thank you, Shellie, and
Oh, you're
here
welcome.
again.
It's our
And
pleasure.
it is truly an honor and to be here and to collaborate with Dr. Goldstein. And for myself, and then give you a little bit introduction. And yes, it's a lot as Dr. Goldstein. I was born in China and raised up in there, but I came to United States about 30 years ago. And before that, I was working in one of the dermatology clinical back in England, London.
Oh,
So
wow.
when I growing up and I was suffer from genital skin disease since my childhood. So that's impact me a lot physically
Yeah.
and emotionally. It's really kind of like because I feel different from the other child, and it's a lot of limitation for me and to show my skin. And so that's really, it's kind of in my mind. I'm like, someday if I, start to learn medicine, I want to get in there to help myself and, of course, help more people. So I got my
Great.
kind of, my dream, and I went to the medical school, and later, after years practice, I want to become specialized in dermatology because my own skin issues. I think that's the a lot of I feel like I need to really get myself into that field. So that's worked really good, and that's my passion. And
Yes, you can
and
see that.
it's
Yeah.
kind of like so after that I have been practice and also teaching and the master program and doctorate program and back here in Los Angeles. And about 4 years ago, and I am truly very lucky and get meet Dr. Goldstein, and it's she invited me to her famous face program. I didn't know that before. She had we talked over the phone, and so
Oh,
I start to teaching with her and they get to know her, and the
great.
program is fantastic. And I really love that student and herself. It's it's just the energy, and we are immediately and
Oh, that's wonderful.
together, and and since then every year, and we've been working together with I was the one teaching part of the her program, and so we're working, and I think we are very it's just so happy work together, and then we start to find something more in the future to do together. But it's really kind of like so kind of
A
honor.
good partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what a gift that both of you can bring such expertise to other practitioners to learn. That's wonderful. I'd like to ask you just to kind of explain like the different topics relating to your expertise that you'll be going over in the series. So why don't we start with Dr. Goldstein to kind of explain some of your topics that you'll be going over.
Yeah, sure. So I will be teaching the February 28th and the March 28th classes. From my background, I have a master's degree in biology and nutrition, and I've done many different types of both facial dissections and done a lot of work with the face, both in China and here in the United States. So that's what I will be teaching in the first portion of this program. We'll be looking at the anatomy of the face, all the different layers and the morphology of the face levels and the changes that occur as we age. Recognizing these changes, we're going to learn to assess the common conditions, primarily wrinkles, skin tone, and fat distribution, bone changes that occur over time, and then how we can use acupuncture and acupressure to affect those changes to delay some of those signs of aging. We all know that aging is inevitable. It's not, we can't stop it, but we can certainly delay it. And I think that that's important, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. And the second, yes, yeah, the second, the second class that I'll be teaching is in March the 28th, and then we'll be looking at ancillary services like cupping, gua sha, acupressure for affecting those changes as well for those of you who are more prefer those modalities as opposed to acupuncture.
Yeah, great. And then Dr. Li, what are some of your topics that you'll be discussing?
My folks in this class, the serial class, and also since it's advanced class, and folks, it's TCM, lymphatic therapy, and internal support for facial rejuvenation. So I will be teaching in two sections, which is each of them 3 hours. One is March 14th. And in that class, I'm going to basically focus on, the foundation and, the TCM theory about TCM lymphatic therapy, especially the connection of the Sanjiao and which the Sanjiao system, the lymphatic system. I look at that as a bridge, the link. And often I heard my students and the former students, they already practice, and they ask me, in the beginning, I got it, like the result is so great, so good. But then after a little bit, they stop working. Patient come back, say, oh, this is not working. And in the beginning it's working, but now it's kind of just kind of stop and so even rebound and you'll get more reacting and skin start to feel more inflamed. So why is that? So I also myself, when spending a lot of time to searching why in the clinical we have that, actually there is an answer. Because our body, as the surface of the skin, as we know from TCM, and it's governed by the Wu Qi. But the Wu Qi, they are very active. They're just like a go get it and very, very reacting and active. But at the same time, our skin is the list of the reserve area, and we don't have storage. And everything you need to support by the internal, which is we call that yin qi or yin qi, and supported by the zangfu organs. So when these two and supporting each other and working together, and there is a middle layer, and that's the lymphatic system, and which our Sanjiao system, because Sanjiao system is regulating the fluids and our body fluids, and often causes stagnation. So that stagnation can create a lot of delay of the healing. So if we are not open that part and to open the pathway, so this of the skin and the connection with the internal, and sometimes to show the symptom in the beginning, and suddenly, okay, you start to kind of connecting and they're working. But after a little bit, and the blockage is built up, and then we are not working in that area. So this class and focus on TCM lymphatic system, and that's exactly the area I'm going to focus on, and how to link and how to make the bridge. It's the pathway unblock, and with TCM foundation and the theory, and use herbs, acupuncture, but especially the special technique and the special theory from lymphatic system. And so to work together and to reach our goal and to bring the internal into the surface. Basically the practitioner can clearly say how the internal health express itself on the face.
Yeah, I actually my next question was going to be how you bridge the Eastern medicine with the Western medicine in these modules, but I feel like you did a good job explaining both of those things. Yeah. So I would ask the next question in terms of, because it's such a comprehensive and kind of advanced class with both of you, what kind of level or practitioner would you say this class is for, like a beginner, advanced student, or is there other outside professions that could benefit from taking your class? And either one of you can answer. So whoever. And Dr. Goldstein, do you have anything to
Yes,
add?
I do. I think that I agree with you. I think building confidence is extraordinarily important and valuable, particularly when you're dealing with more chronic or difficult conditions, when the patient is concerned that it's not working. And you know from your personal experience and from these classes that you just need a little patience, and you can explain the process and why it's okay and why it will work from an experiential point of view. I think that also two things, or a couple of things, is that what's different and unique about what we have to offer is that Western Eastern medicine interface. That we live in a Western culture and we're practicing ancient Asian medicine, and so people will come to us with different questions. And we'll need to be able to field those. You need to be able to understand what they're talking about from a Western medical perspective, but then be able to translate that to an Eastern and traditional Chinese medicine concept. And that takes practice, it takes experience, and it also takes learning, learning the vernacular, learning the words that are used both from a Western medical perspective learning about the different levels, the bones, the muscles, the fat layering, and the skin, but then being able to make that translation into, well, what does that mean from our medicine? You know, we are, as acupuncturists, teach in a unique position because we are in the West. For most of us are from the West. And so, and our patients always research the internet. They look at things, then they come to you with questions like, well, can you tell me about fat transfer? Can you tell me about, you know, this and this? So we need to be able to take that information, process it, and answer those questions in a way that reflects and represents both their knowledge, but also our medicine. And so those are some of the things that you learn in this course. The beauty of it also is that the information that you're going to glean from both of us, you'll be able to immediately use it in your practice as soon as it's over. And then also, again, you know, we're all here both to serve our people, but also to be able to support ourselves. And so when you can come to that, when you can bring that information to the table, it makes you a little better, a little bit more experienced, a little, brings a little more confidence to your patients, and they trust you more. And so that reflects an increased patient and increased revenue. And so that's why we're here, and that's why we work so well together. And that's what we are delighted to bring to you in this first of the Wisdom Series segments. So
well, this is a great opportunity for everyone to learn from two well-known experts in their field. Just as a review for everyone, February 28th, the series gets kicked off with Dr. Shellie Goldstein with an anatomical morphology of Western facial aging treatment prescription. And then Dr. Li will be teaching March 14th at TCM Lymphatic Therapy Foundation from TCM perspective in relation to internal organs. And then March 28th, Dr. Goldstein, lymphatic drainage from Western perspective. And then you have gua sha, cupping, and acupressure with Dr. Goldstein. And then April 14th, Dr. Li, she introduces special techniques with the Toi Na, Gua Sha, Moxa in the face and body for beauty and systemic health. So those are the classes that you'll be receiving in these series. They're 2 weeks apart, and all sessions are held live on Zoom, Pacific Standard Time from 4 to 7 p.m. And right now we're doing a early bird special for $288 if you sign up early. And each series, practitioners will receive 12 CEUs for each series, which is great. So if any of you also need CEUs, it's a wonderful time to get that all done. But this is a great opportunity to learn from two great experts and well-known and educated in their fields. And what a pleasure to have you both. So we're really excited. And I will hand it back over to Sophia to tell you more details on how you can sign up for this great series.
Thank you so much, Sherry. And thank you, Dr. Goldstein and Dr. Li, for being here with us today. We truly appreciate you all so much. And we're very excited for this. Just really quick, like Sherry said, we do have that early bird sale, $288 for the series. However, if you'd like to bundle all 3 of the Wisdom series together, we also offer that at $750, and that's 36 CEUs. And just a little heads up on the Wisdom 2 series is going to be about the advanced studies with China's Grand Master of TCM Gynecology, Professor Lu Munru, and her clinical expert team. And then we will have Wisdom 3 about the advanced TCM in helping cancer patients with Dr. Ranjin Zhao and Dr. Huabing Wen. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. We have our email, which is info@tcmzone.com. And of course, our website, www.tcmzone.com. And then our phone numbers are 888-788-8086 for the main office. We also have our work cell phone, which is 602-582-5013. We really look forward to this series. Thank you again.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.